There it comes. It's coming this way. Today on In the Woodyard, we're going to take that oak up there that is leaning that direction. We're going to make it go this way. We're going to be using a portable winch. Very cool. Coming up right now. There's a toy in the box. We're going to get it out.
And play with it.
And play with it. Okay, show me what you got.
It's not a jack in the box. It is a portable winch.
This is going to be cool. So, like I said in the intro there's a dead oak up over there, and it is leaning heavy that direction. But that's into the woods, and we're out here on the gravel. So what we're going to do, because it's a toy and we like to play, is we're going to run a rope from the tree over there, over here to a tree, and then we're going to put a pulley over that way, and then we're going to put the winch right over here, and we're going to pull the tree this way. It'll be fun. Okay, so show me what you got in the kit here.
Okay.
What is it?
Well, this is a portable winch from the Portable Winch Company out of Canada. And it's an awesome tool if you're working alone and you have to get heavy items out. Example, a deer, if you shoot it in a ravine, trying to haul it up, especially in winter, you can use this. And the best part of it is it's unlimited. It's only limited by the length of rope that you have.
Right. So
it comes with 164 feet of rope, but you can just tie on another rope. And in Canada, they've showed videos of it, 900 yards pulling moose out of the tundra.
Yeah, that's what I was going to mention. You mentioned that they had guys who use it to pull moose.
Yes, there's a number of applications in it. These are the tree savers that you wrap around.
Yes, okay.
It comes with carabiners. This is a whoopee rope.
What is a whoopee rope?
You can wrap this around. It's almost like Chinese. Yeah, it's only limited by how much the length of rope you want. You can just keep pulling it out.
Right. Okay, got it. Yep. Like the Chinese finger
Yep.
trap.
Exactly.
Yep.
So this is not part of the kit, but the kit comes with the motor. The Forestry Kit comes with the motor, a cone for dragging through the woods, and it comes with the pulleys that you can use with the carabiners. Some other items that I purchased was you could wrap this around a tree, and then it makes it easier because for pivoting. And you wrap that around the tree.
That makes sense. That's a good idea.
Yep, and then just another pulley here. This is a self-centering
So is this a mountain climbing type pulley?
It is. It is because this thing here locks onto the rope, so you can put tension. If you're by yourself, you can tension this as much as you want, and the rope won't release once you let it go.
Cool.
Yep. And then it comes with the carabiners, and then the actual winch. It weighs about 40 pounds, so it's nothing that you want to drag around too much, but it is indispensable when you have something large, especially if you want to pull a car out of a ditch or a snowmobile.
Sure.
You can do that.
ATV.
Exactly, any of those. Snowmobile stuck.
Right. But we're going to use it for logging.
Exactly.
So lift it out of there once.
It has
one of the best parts.
One of the best parts of this is a Honda engine.
It's a Honda engine. How big is it? You can't see it because it's down in there.
Yeah, I think it's
190 or it's a 50. It's a 50. I can see it says 50.
Yeah.
So it's a little bitty Honda. That's all that is like a weed whacker.
That's it.
Engine.
Well, basically, it uses it's called a capstan winch, which is what you use on ships. This capstan winch just keeps rolling the whole time, and the friction from the rope that we have, I'll go grab the rope. It's a specific braided rope that you're using.
Oh, it's even got the name on it.
Yep, that comes with the bag, but it's this type of a rope that you get. Yeah.
Cool.
Yep.
Yep, that's good stuff too.
Yeah.
Okay. So let's get it set up. This would be cool to see. I'm kind of kind of excited. This will be a new toy.
I think we'll have a lot of fun.
How we doing?
Oh my God, crazy Craig.
The tree's pretty tippy up here. I don't know why. So this is not recommended forestry practices. Well, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna toss the bag over that broken branch there and then let it down, and Tony's gonna pull it down from the other side. I'm gonna try to get a wrap on this thing. The hard part is getting it over there. I gotta get enough rope, string out so it will go. Nailed it.
Awesome.
Is it going down?
Yep. You got it.
Is it all the way down?
Yep.
Then what do I do with this part? Just throw it down?
Well, yeah.
There we go. Get the camera running. I'm coming down, hopefully slowly. Because when you come down, speed is the enemy. Yeah, but your phone is dead.
That's why I got it on 911.
See, the secret is you put your foot to the inside, and it's a lot less pressure on a branch. There, told you I was half squirrel.
Oh my God.
I climb a lot of trees, deer hunting especially. So here's the tree. There's the bag that I threw over, and it's on a branch up there. And we threw the rope off here, so I was up there. But from here, I'm gonna try to make the camera level. So that's level right about there. And as you can see, the trees already go in that direction. As I go up, it gets worse. It curves quite a bit that direction, but that's up into the hills, into the woods there. And we want the tree to go down over towards where the tractor is, but I think we're gonna move the tractor first. What do you think?
That would be a good idea.
Seeing as it's a week old, or a month old. So yeah, we're gonna tie the rope that's in the bag here onto the pull string, and we're gonna pull it up and through the crotch that's up there. So I'm pulling the rope up and over the crotch there. Maybe. Give it a flick. There you go. Do it again. One more. Here it comes. Whoops. We are there. There it is. So I'll hand you this, and I'll untie this. You went with the,
granny knots.
I don't know how to tie a knot, so tie lots of them knots.
That's it. You taught me that.
Yeah, I've heard that quite a few different times. I get that on the channel once in a while where guys will say, yep, use the I don't know how to tie a knot, tie more. Knots, knot.
For sure.
I usually find 3 does it. But, you know, as guys, more is always better. Yeah.
Bigger is better.
There we go. So now we're going to take this loop. We're going to run it through the other rope through it, and then we're just going to cinch that all the way up to the crotch that's up there. Oh, we're going to have some. Going to whip it out this way, maybe. There you go, now you got it. It doesn't have to be all the way up either.
No,
it could be anywhere there and it'll go.
But I think that's good.
Yep, we get some tension on it now over here. It'll probably tighten up good. And
yep. All right, part 2. We're gonna hook this up to our anchor, or one of our anchor trees. And that is, we're gonna take the pulley and put it on along with the carabiner.
And that carabiner is rated for a gazillion pounds?
Yeah, I forget what it is. It's marked right on the side here. I can't read that without my cheaters.
It's
in kilotons.
5,000.
5,000 pounds?
So it says 5,000 labs, LBS, so whatever that is.
Now we're going to come to our tree here. We're going to use our tree saver. Wrap this around.
And you want to go fairly low, right?
Right, that's it.
It's where there's more meat closer to the roots and you're not bending the tree.
Correct.
You really don't want to kill the tree.
That's the whole key. There we go. It's a self-locking carabiner, so we're ready on this side.
So you just leave it there, and then
now
we'll go this way.
The other side.
So the tree where the pulley is this white pine back there. We're down low, and then Tony's bringing the bag through the brush here, and he's going to come over to this other white pine back over this way. We know the pine isn't the greatest, but it's the biggest tree that's a straight shot. So we're coming over to this tree, and this is probably a 10-incher almost.
10, 12 incher.
Yeah.
I have to go get the other rope.
Oh, I see. It's a giant ratchet.
That's it.
And this pivots, which is really cool. And it doesn't have, that's actually the right size tree.
Yeah, well, no.
You wouldn't want one much bigger, really?
Oh, yeah, the bigger the better.
Yeah, but I mean, it fits on there perfectly.
But it fits on the big ones as well with a ratchet strap.
Sure. So now we're going to go warm up the engine here. Yeah, that is just the coolest little thing. I could see for like moose hunting, that would be so nice. Because I know a lot of times they just drive their ATVs or their Argos as close as they can get, and then they just tie ropes together and start yanking.
Alrighty, I think we're ready. And the second one. There she goes.
Oh, so it just mounts
and
right
it just
on.
pivots.
That is
now,
slicker and greased all done.
Yep. And now all we do is put this on here.
And you go over under.
And then you go under, put like 3 wraps on it. When you're ready, actually, 1 more wrap, and that's it. And then start pulling.
Let's do this so we can see. Cool. So now somebody's just got to go over there and make some notches and get it going. So let me do the initial cuts, and then we'll just snap some tension on it.
That's it.
And then get ready to cut, and then pull and cut and cut and pull. Okay, so obviously in this situation, we're making pretend here. This could easily be pulled same way with a pulley and just going right down the driveway that direction with the UTV or the tractor. But he's got the toy, so we thought we'd do a demonstration. So it runs over there, and then the rope goes through the tree, and right over there you can see the winch, and we're going to put a little tension on it, and then I'm going to go in and make a little bit of a cut. So I'll start her up and tighten her up a little bit, and we'll see what happens here. Just might pull the tree over.
It's possible.
Yeah, it is possible. How much power does it have? Do you know?
A ton.
Really?
2,000 pounds.
Wow. That's quite a bit. It's made in Canada, correct?
Correct.
Yeah, it's working. Okay, so now I'm going to go do cut a wedge and start the back cut, and then we're gonna put a bunch of tension on it, and I'll probably not cut through more than, what do you think? A little more than half?
Maybe a little more than half, or maybe not even that. Let's try it with less.
Like half? I mean, like cut a wedge and then cut like half the back cut.
That's exactly it.
And then it's a pretty good sized tree. It's probably an 18-inch or something like that. And we don't know how dead it is or how rotten it is.
That's
and then,
correct.
Then we'll try to just pull it over, just see what it'll do. So here we go. So I'm only going to cut a little bit more because it's pretty rotten. Okay, so the rope runs up to that tree in the crotch. You can see the whole tree is wiggling now. I don't know if you can see that on the camera, but that baby's bouncing. It's pretty rotten. When I did the cutting on it, the first couple inches all the way around were just rotten. So the rope runs over here to the pulley, which is down in here, right in here, and it's on that tree strapped on, and then we're over there with the winch over there, and we're gonna start it up. And we're going to hopefully land it somewhere right in here, so we'll see what happens. But like I said, we're making more work out of it than we need to, but it's fun. And it's something that some of you might want to try someday. So here we go.
Well, we're safely away from the tree.
Yeah, the tree is way over there. We're quite a ways away. Plus I can run fast and I'm smaller than you, so if it lands on us, I'll be safe.
Oh. Thanks.
She's moving. There it comes. It's coming this way. Okay, we got it down, but not where we wanted. I'd say it was rotten on the bottom.
Yeah.
That's a good thing we were far enough away, huh? You move pretty fast for a big guy. So yeah, it goes to show you, you never know. Yeah, that's what happened. Come and look at this, Tony. You know what happened? Take a look.
Oh my God, we uprooted it.
Yeah. It didn't even, we just pulled the tree down is all we did. I didn't cut enough, but I was afraid I'd cut too much. But look at that, the roots are so rotten that all we did was pull the tree out. Which is a good thing we took it down, because it would have gone down and...
That's a lot of power with it.
Isn't that something? So yeah, we pulled it so hard that the wedge wasn't even, well, the wedge didn't even work because it was leaning so far that direction. But we pulled it quite a bit with the winch, but because the roots broke loose, instead of going that way like we wanted it to with the wedge that we cut, it went that way because the roots broke loose. So again, rotten trees.
Yeah. Always
Be safe instead of sorry. And you just gotta plan for the worst possible work. And we thought we knew we were far enough away. We were, but we still ran.
Yeah.
So now we got some work to do. But look at that. Didn't break off any of the trees. You got one bent a little bit here, but I think we'll be okay. Pulled it up a little bit, but it's still probably be okay. We get the rope off. So here's the carnage. And because the soil was sandy and the roots were rotten, it just broke right off. But right here is where the top hit, and that stuff bounced there, but we were over that way. So I don't know, we're probably 20 feet safe, which that was not what we expected.
Not even a little.
Because it should have been over there. So we missed it by 30 degrees, but it was still kind of a fun, exciting thing to do.
Yeah.
People are gonna laugh at this, and we're gonna have a lot of safety people going, "You idiots!"
It was your idea.
Well, yeah, he blames it on me now. So this is the hole where it was supposed to fall through right here. It was supposed to go right through here. As you can see, there is the root wad, and where it went, so we're about 30 degrees off. And I'm just walking straight away right towards the pulley over here. Just turn the camera on. So this is right where we wanted it to go, and we figured it would drop somewhere in here. So we're like 30 degrees off, but at least it's down, and it wanted to go that way. So we turned it probably like 150 degrees from what it wanted to do. We got it out closer to the road anyway, so nobody got harmed. But it wasn't what we really wanted to have happen. But it's on the road and it's down, so we're gonna cut it up now. Okay, so we just cut that up, and Tony ran my saw after running his for a little while. So what was your first impressions?
I have not run a pro saw from Husky. Very impressed. It's very a nice saw. Very comparable to the 500, I would say. It's, yeah. I mean, maybe it's a little throatier and a little bit more torqueier, but other than that, they're very close.
Yeah, that was my impression. When I had the other video we did the other day when I ran all of your saws, your 500 to me
was the
closest to this. I mean, it was just very, very similar as far as the speed it cut, the lightness, the balance, the instant power, whereas your other ones were more like I said, it's more like a tank that just keeps chugging. Your 500 is just, it's more like that, it's snappier. I don't know how to explain
No,
it.
that is true. It is, once you pull that trigger, it goes.
Yeah, yeah. Well, you can't go wrong with either. They're both
either
very
one,
nice.
yeah.
So
except by the skill. Skill. Steel.
Steel.
I worked for the power tool companies too long.
Yeah. Oh, was that legal what you were just doing there? You've got a steel hat on, but you do have Husqvarna chaps on.
Yeah, they make a great full wrap.
Yeah.
And I also use Husqvarna boxes, the storage boxes.
Oh, okay. So yeah, they're both very nice. You can't go wrong with either of them. There's really very little difference. What we're going to do, we're talking about it, is he's going to get a load of logs or some other trees we're going to cut down, is that we're going to run each other's saws for like, a good, 15, 20 minutes, half hour, and then switch and just see, because that's really the only way to know, because it's, until you run a saw for a while, because I know myself, when I switch from one saw to the other, even though they're like identical saws, there's a little bit of difference.
Yeah. Yep.
So we'll try that sometime. So there's what's left of the stump from the one that we cut up. Right through here, we cut that all up. But we've got its neighbor right here, or its brother, whatever you want to call it. And that one is leaning even more that way. So we went up on a ladder, and I tied up there because there was nothing to throw over other than way up at the top. So I went up on a 28-foot ladder, and that's up there probably a good 24 feet that I tied up. And we got the rope running back down through this way. Over, and we put the pulley this time on this big oak here, and then we running the rope way down over here to where the power winch is. And so we're going to give this one a try over here where we pull this direction, so we're even more out of the way this time, because we're getting smarter in our old age. And so we're going to pull it, and it should land over there somewhere. At least that's the plan. So let's give it a try. So what that means is I'm not even going to cut on the tree this time. The last one, the root ball on the bottom, was so rotten that the whole tree tipped over, and I cut, so there was only about 2 inches of hinge that I had left on the other tree, and it's still pulled out by the roots. So we're just going to try to pull this one over and see what happens, and if it doesn't come down, then we'll cut it down. But I think it's going to come down. What do you think? Is it going to come down?
50-50 chance.
50-50, that's his numbers. So we're going to give it a try. So we're going to go hook it up and start up the winch and see what happens here. Okay, you want me to give her a start?
Yep, that's on. Just give her a pull.
So the rope is tightening up right now. The winch is pulling. The pulley's working over here. It's going to come up through those branches on that white pine, probably pop a couple off, but if we break a couple, we break a couple. And he's pulling, the whole tree starting to move. Oh, it's coming right over. Keep going, it's going. It's coming right over. That was pretty easy. That was pretty amazing.
That is amazing.
Were you pulling pretty hard on it, do you think?
Not at all.
So in other words, you've pulled other trees over that...
I've pulled over that have a lot of resistance, nothing like this.
Yeah, they're just, let's go look at the root ball.
This one was soggy.
Yeah, that's, well, obviously. And it just exploded when it hit the ground here. Hey, we didn't kill any of the white pines, look at that.
Oh, look
that was
at
like
the
a
roots.
Perfect, yeah, let's go take a peek at that.
Oh, is that ugly?
Holy smokes. So here's where we were tied on. Wow. Now that I see this, I'm kind of afraid that I was even up on that ladder.
Yeah.
Because the tree was wobbling when I was up there, but look at that. Wow. That is incredible when you think about it. That was barely standing. Well, you know, your next windstorm, it would have went down.
Yeah, absolutely.
So it's good we're taking them down now.
Definitely.
This is almost more fun than cutting them down, isn't it? Pull the whole tree down. That is something.
New pastime.
Yeah, yeah. Forget the chainsaws. All we need is the power winch. There she is. Okay, so we got the tree pulled down, and what we're going to do now is Tony's going to move the pulley to a different spot. We're going to hook up back over to this white pine over here. Tony, you're probably going to want to go through here though, right here. Or you got to go over these pine trees anyway.
Yes.
But we're going to hook up over there. We're going to leave the winch on the same tree over here. And then what we're going to do is I'm going to go into the woods and I am going to cut the tree into a couple pieces, and we're going to winch it out of the woods just to show you that you can pull the whole tree out with this winch. So I'm going to cut it probably like right here, and I'm going to cut it down probably halfway, and I'm going to cut the butt off, and then we're going to pull the pieces out. So that's what we're going to do right now.
As part of the forestry kit of the portable winch, the chain, the choker comes with it, and the cone that drags on the ground comes with it. And basically, it goes underneath.
So you're basically threading a needle.
That's it.
Yeah.
And the proper way.
Are you going to be far enough up?
We can.
You aren't going to be.
Yep.
Yep, that's good.
That's it. And then we feed this through.
Well, you have to go farther because you're losing it. There you go. Let's see if I can roll it. There you go.
It'll start pulling right in, so
Yeah, okay.
we're good right there.
Okay.
And then this is also part of the kit.
Oh,
The
so
clamp
you got a quick link.
Yep, so it doesn't fall
nice.
apart.
Yeah, nice. Oh, I see. So you can tip right in there. That's
it.
slick. That is slick.
We're ready to pull.
Okay. All we got to do is get the slack out. So now obviously we don't have to do this, but for demonstration purposes, we just thought this would be a good one because we want to get that stump out of the brush there. So for those of you that want to pull logs or pull things out, we're just going to show how it works because we're going to pull it into the open here, so it'll be easy cutting and everything. So just taking up the slack and we're going to pull it. And you said your rope is 164 feet. That's a long rope. And it's a good rope. You want me to crank her up? Are you ready to go? First,
Okay, let me turn it on.
Okay. That's good. Good. So there you go. That was pretty easy. Pulled up very easily. Very easily. I could see where I would say that you weren't even trying with the motor at all.
No.
So you could probably easily pull a very good sized whole tree.
As you pointed out before we started, we probably could have pulled
the
this whole tree out.
Right. Yeah, I cut it in half just because it's kind of a little bit of an angle, but now we're gonna disconnect this and we're gonna run the cone back up into the midpoint of the tree up in there. And we're gonna hook it on again and we're gonna pull the butt out right to the same spot then. So right here is the midpoint, and down there is obviously the bottom. So this is obviously gonna be the heavier part because this is wetter, bigger. It's actually a little bit longer, so we're gonna give that a try. Okay, so we got one out. We're gonna go hook up the next one now. Let's go see what we can do here. So he's just pulling the rope right from the same access point, and we're gonna go straight in. The other one, and then this will be an easy one because it's already up off the ground because it will drop down the butt here of the other tree. So Tony and I were just talking that what's neat about this is if you're in a spot where you can't get a tractor, like if you're on a real steep hillside and you need to get a log up a hill because you don't want to go down there and carry every single piece up, it'd be beautiful to be able to just pull it up to you to the hill,
Absolutely.
to the top, or to a spot that's flat, you know, something like that. So anyway, he's got it hooked on the choker here. He's putting the bullet on. You do know what that looks like.
You are one dirty man.
I'm not a dirty man. That looks like a rocket.
Oh, is that what you're going to call
That's what I was. It looks just like a rocket.
Oh, okay.
A rocket. Yep. Ballistic missile, you know.
Yeah.
I like how that works. That is pretty cool. And then we just tighten this up and it should be good.
There's a company called Ken's Bolt-On Products that sells those. They are very good to change on your chain, your dragging chains.
Sure.
Those little pieces, and they are nice.
So there, it's going to come right through there. Going to start up the winch again.
I can do this.
Okay. Oh, it's kind of wedged in there, I see. It's kind of wedged in. There you go, now it's starting to come. Yeah, it was kind of wedged between the stump there and those two pieces, but she's coming out now. And see what Tony's doing on the other end is he just walks backwards to keep tension on it. So you got a Z is what's happening. He just keeps tension on it. That way you can see what he's doing over there. So he's quite a ways from the winch. And then here's the missile is coming out of the woods. He's just got to tighten up. He's got to re-grip up there. See, the more he pulls on the winch there, the tighter he makes the loops on the pulley there where the winch is. It's working its way right out. It's not super fast, but it's coming out. So there you have it. Slicker and greased all done.
You betcha.
That worked pretty nice. Yeah, I can see where in certain situations that would be nice.
Yeah.
This was just kind of because we're two boys with toys today. So.
That's it.
So anyway, the missile has landed and it's out of the woods. Yeah, it got hung up between the butt and the pieces there. It got dropped right in there. So it moved that whole other butt across there. So all we gotta do is
Definitely
disconnect
has
it.
some power. with the woodpecker holes?
Yep, this is dry.
Oh my gosh. Like you said, it's like a popcorn fart. Yep. That's why you wear steel toe.
Well, it's going to hit the back of your leg. So folks, we did a little winching,
Yeah.
and that was fun. New tool that was very fun to play with, and I can see in certain places it would be awesome.
It's
to
not
have.
for everyone. It's not for every application, but it'll get you out of trouble.
Oh yeah, and I can see for guy like you say, guys that moose hunt or elk hunt. Oh, would that be sweet? And you were telling me that they make an electric version now.
Yep. There's an electric version that'll, I think it's 1,000 pounds that it'll go, and
Which is substantial.
It is, but the runtime on the battery is really good.
So like.
I can't remember, but I was impressed that it was that long. They do, if you just look on portablewinch.com,
Sure.
they have all the specs on
Cool.
everything.
Very cool. So yeah, that was kind of fun doing that. So that's it for today, folks. Thanks for watching. Thanks for being here. Get outside, do some cutting between now and tomorrow, because tomorrow we're going to be where? In the wood yard again.
Oh,
yes,
that's right.
Yes. And you know who's not going to be there because she didn't come to the wood yard.
I know. Irene.
Good night.
Good night, Irene.